You're just glad to get our first home game. This seemed like it's been a while, and to be able to get that, to come play in front of our fans was nice. We got to play a lot of players, which is always good. Guys that ordinarily don't get to play, or even on a scout team, we were able to play those guys, and that's obviously a positive and a benefit. And then getting the win is obviously positive too. So good week for us, and now non-conference is over. Now we're focusing everything on our conference play, and the first game was South Al, and looking forward to that game, playing that team. And we know that we'll, obviously, very talented team coming in here, so we'll have to have a great week of practice.
Thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Ethan Joyce. Ethan, please go ahead.
Hey, Scott. We didn't really get to talk about this after the game Saturday, but you signed the contract, or the contract extension is announced on Friday. And App's made several efforts to kind of show that they want to keep you. What's it like for you just to kind of feel wanted like that from the school, specifically your alma mater?
Well, no, I'm just very appreciative and humbled, really, to be the head coach here, and I've always felt that way. And we just approach it every day to try to do the best we can within this program. And me being an alumni and a player that played here, we have several players that are now coaches within our staff. It's just a sense of pride that we want to do a great job for our university and our team, and we want to make everybody proud. And the fact that they, our administration notices what we do, and they're wanting to keep us around. I think that's obviously a very good thing. And in this day and age of where you want to stay ahead of the curve as far as having years on contracts and stuff for recruiting, and really just a peace of mind, and it really helps the whole program, really helps everything settle down and just continue to move forward. And just been very blessed to be able to have success here, to be able to stay.
When you came up as a player, did you ever feel like it'd be a place that you'd spend 23 years at collectively?
No, I don't think you ever really think that. I've just approached it every day, every year. You just do the best you can. And I've coached. Playing is one thing, because you go to a school, you're going to end up, most everybody, they play for their team they're at their whole career. There's some exceptions with guys transferring nowadays, but usually you just play there. And then in the coaching profession, it's really kind of unheard of to be able to stay at one place. But I just approach it every year the same way, to do the very best job you can do within that season. And then at the end of the season, you see, just see what's out there and see what's up. But for me, just to be here 23 years is incredible. I met my wife here. I have 3 kids, so this is just a dream come true. But you don't really think about it that way. You just take it year by year.
And last one for me, you guys play quite a few quarterbacks in Saturday's game, and one of which, Jackson Gibbs, he transferred from UCLA. I know there was some uncertainty as to whether maybe he'd be eligible or not be eligible. I haven't really got a chance to ask you about it, but what kind of what allowed him to be eligible this year to play?
Well, he appealed the NCAA and ended up winning that. His dad's got had some health issues back home, and was able to come back home and be closer to him, and we won that appeal, so it enabled him to play this year. And so, I think we played 6 quarterbacks in that game. I think it's the most quarterbacks that I've ever been a part of that played in one game. So it was great to get all those guys in, including Jackson. And we have some talented players and some talented guys, and so to be able to play all those guys was special. And in particular for him to be able to come back home and now get some playing time in his first year back here in the Carolinas.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Thank you, Ethan. Our next questions come from Steve Baer. Steve, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Just kind of give us the skinny on South Alabama. I know that you mentioned after the game, the first time you played them, didn't go so well. I don't think you've lost since then against them. Just what they've got.
Yeah, obviously this is to me a very talented team. They have been really every year. Now we haven't played them in a few years, but we've seen them on tape and seen them on film, and so they got talent. I think last year they beat Ark State, Troy, and Monroe, and so they can beat anybody in this league for sure. And when you flip on the tape, you can see the athleticism that they have. they made a switch at quarterback a week or two ago, and Evan Orth has come in and thrown the ball very well, and so they're moving the ball, they're scoring points. Defensively, they're turning people over. Probably one of the better corners in the league, and number one, Jalen Thompson, and against Texas State had basically two pick sixes, incredible plays by him. They really can run. You see the team speed that they have when you turn the film on. So a very talented team, and we know they're 1-0 in the conference, and so they're sitting right where they want to be. And coming up here, we'll get their very best shot. So we know we're gonna have to have a great week of practice and play our best game this weekend.
You guys came out so aggressively against Gardner-Webb. How do you maintain that? Just the intensity just seemed to be off the cars.
Well, we've played that way all year, and I think, it starts in practice. Our guys play fast. I think we have a fast team, and, we want to play fast on the field, and that's really in all three aspects. And special teams has been a strong point for us this year, and, starting Saturday with 2 blocked punts and, with Stephen Jones. And so that really sets tones, I think, for football games. And then offensively and defensively, obviously want to continue to play that we've been playing over the last several years. And, it just starts in practice. I think we have to continue to play fast in practice and have a great game plan for it. And, so really that's what we expect, and our kids expect to play that way on Saturdays.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, thank you, Steve, and thank you, Coach. That's all the questions we have for you today. We do appreciate your time.
Right, thank you, guys.